Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Chloe. I'm Chloe and I'm here to give you some tips on how to help the planet and live a better lifestyle as well. And at the moment I am doing a meat-free Lent and my videos are themed alongside of that. So today I'm going to be looking at vegan cheeses. So I've previously tried the Applewood vegan cheese, which has actually been surprisingly nice. But I haven't tried this brand, which is from a independent artisan, I believe, called Tyne Chease. And this is a small sample selection of 10 different cheeses with some information about each one. And I'm going to see what they're like and also maybe test out the original on some cheese on toast. So I have all the cheeses unwrapped now. They all seem to have a bit of a spongy feel to them. Very pretty, all different colours and actual toppings on some of them as well. Like this one is supposed to be red peppercorn and you can actually see the peppercorn seeds on it, which is quite pretty. So I guess I'll just start tasting them. So the first one to try is going to be the Chive Cheese. It has a very, like I said before, spongy texture. It's a very spongy texture. Reminds me a little bit of like a feta or something, maybe. But this is what it looks like. You can see it's just really soft, but it's not crumbly. The chive is very strong. Not so sure on the texture. Texture is very pasty. I guess I don't eat a lot of pate, but I can only assume it's kind of like what pate must be like in terms of texture. So the next one on the list is the Truffle Cheese. Let's see what it's like. It's just weird. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I like that one. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a similar scenario as I go through these 10 cheeses because they're all from the same brand and all the cheeses have a similar texture, and texture is a thing for me. But I have liked the Applewood vegan cheese and that's kind of spongy as well, so hoping it just will be the flavours. Okay, next we have the smoked one, which is like orange coloured. Smells quite smoky. That wasn't too bad. That one's alright. Similar texture as the other one, but I think the fact that it's like smoky kind of distracts you from the pasty texture. And I think if you were to melt that into a recipe of some kind, that would probably be quite nice. So now it's pink peppercorn, which is the one I showed you before, actual peppercorns on it. Wow, they're very zingy. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. I've never had pink peppercorns before, so intense. So the next cheese is the Ethiopian spice cheese. It looks like this. It's like a dusting of spices on top of it. And it says, it seems to have the same base. They all seem to have a base of cashew nuts. But the spices that it mentions is cumin, coriander, fenugreek, black pepper, ginger, thyme, cloves, nutmeg, cayenne pepper, and allspice. I'm nervous of these. That was quite nice. That's a nice one actually, surprisingly. Oh, possibly a little bit of heat after, but not really. It's not properly hot. It's not hot at all, really. but you can really taste ginger. There's certainly a bit of an after sting. But yeah, I think that's probably the best one so far. So the next one is sun-dried tomato. You can see like a bit of tomato in there. I really like tomatoes, so I'm hoping that the sun-dried tomato cheese is going to be quite nice. Yeah, it's not too bad. Quite nice. Nothing. It's not like intense tomatoes or anything. I thought it'd be more tomato, but kind of subtle. I must say, as I'm going through the cheeses, like the texture being like more kind of spongy or pasty is a lot less of a problem. I suppose for a lot of vegans, as you try these new products, and I've found with other like fake products like vegan burgers and things like that, the more times you have something, the more you just kind of, your mind gets over the fact that it's not the real thing, and the more you like it, which I think they say about anything that you don't like at first, just try it multiple times and you'll begin to like it. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like more comfortable with the texture as I'm eating the cheeses. So next one is called Zatza Spice, and it's another like dusty spicy one, and there's actual like seeds on top there as well. The cheese knife is seeing more action than it's seen in a long time during this video. Yeah, quite nice. I think I like that better than the other spiced one actually. It's a bit more subtle. Okay, so this one's an exciting one because this is the garlic one and it looks very similar to the other ones, but I love garlic, so I'm really hoping they get this right. It says not for the faint-hearted, which makes me think it's got a lot of garlic in it, which I'm happy about. Yet the distinctive flavour of fresh and raw garlic is impeccably balanced by the mellow character of this cheese. That's the cheese. That's the best one because I love garlic. That was nice and garlicky. Perfect. I guess it's just about finding your right cheese in the vegan world. Next vegan cheese is Dill. You can see some fresh herbs in there. Well, not bad. Quite similar to the first one, the Chive one. The final cheese to try is the original cheese. So I'm just going to try a little sliver of this and then I'm going to melt it on some bread and see if it works as cheese on toast. We'll see. Yeah, pretty much a base of what the other ones are like. Quite difficult to not taste the other flavours of the other ones. Perhaps I should have started with the original and worked my way up. But yeah, it tastes fine. We'll see what it's like melted now. This is the result of cheese on toast. Not quite what I expected. Still quite crummy looking. I suppose because it doesn't have that fat element that red dairy cheese does. So that's it for my vegan cheese video today, guys. I hope you found it interesting. Whilst I didn't like all the cheeses, I do think you've got to try quite a few different brands before you find one that is kind of your cheese. Because as I say, I tried the Applewood brand as well before, and it was, it's been quite nice. And I know there's a lot on the market now, and more coming on all the time. But as far as Tyne Chease goes, I liked some of their cheeses. I didn't like some of their cheeses. It depends on the flavour you like, I suppose. But I was quite happy to find a selection box that allowed me to dive in and try quite a few different flavours. So I'm quite grateful for that. But I will see you guys next week for another episode of Planet Chloe during this meat-free Lent. Have a good week, guys. Bye.